This week on Inside Boulder News, CU students are taking to social media to spread awareness and education on the pandemic. Boulder County makes revisions to its public health orders. Plus, we'll have your latest COVID-19 updates. Welcome to Inside Boulder News, your source for all things Boulder. I'm Jocelyn Avendaño. We start off this week with your COVID-19 update. Boulder County health officials are reporting over 4,512 cases. Statewide, that number stands at over 70,500 cases. The county is starting to see a downward trend of new cases among 18 to 22-year-old residents. This, public health officials say, is a good indication that the strategies they've implemented are starting to work. However, Boulder County is also seeing some worrying signs, following a trend that is true across the state. Boulder is beginning to detect an increase in new cases of COVID-19 among all age groups. This increase, according to health officials, could affect the extent to which businesses in the county can open. Boulder County is currently at the Safer at Home phase level 2. In order for Boulder County to move to Colorado's Protect Our Neighbors phase, positivity rates will need to drop. The current positivity rate is in the yellow zone between 5 to 10%. Basic guidelines such as staying at home whenever you can, wearing a facial covering, and keeping your distance from others are still some of the best ways to slow the spread. More information is available on the website seen on your screen. Through October 8th, people between the ages of 18 to 22 are under a public health order, which was announced on September 24th. The order is aimed at slowing an outbreak of COVID-19 to prevent community spread and prohibits any type of gathering. On September 28th, Boulder County Public Health updated this existing order to address personal safety concerns of 18 to 22-year-olds when alone. The current order now allows gatherings of 2 people. Individuals must still wear a face covering, comply with social distancing requirements, and follow public health laws. CU Boulder students who are concerned about walking alone on campus can call the CU Police Department. If an officer is available, they will walk the student to their campus destination. In addition, an exemption process has been created for those living in properties under the stay-at-home portion of the order, if the requirements are causing financial hardship. Other revisions include allowing residents of designated stay-at-home properties to leave the property for purposes as required by law. More information can be found on the website seen on your screen. CU has also created a website specifically for students, helping them understand how the order applies to them. The City of Boulder issued an emergency order last week prohibiting alcohol sales at bars, restaurants, and clubs between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m. The order is currently in effect until at least Thursday, October 8th, and restricts alcohol beverage sales to end consumers for on-premises consumption at 10 p.m. The order applies to 199 businesses within city limits. The intent of the order is to slow the spread of COVID-19 among young people in Boulder, as cases have been increasing for nearly 3 weeks in Boulder County. City Manager Jane Bradagum, in regard to this recent order, said, quote, "We are hoping this order will help curb the current case increase we are seeing among younger members of the community. We understand that this order may be frustrating for bars and restaurants that sell alcohol, but the intent is to prevent the city from reverting to Safer at Home Level 3, which would place a further burden on local businesses," end quote. For more information on this and all news related to COVID-19, please visit bouldercolorado.gov/coronavirus. The city and its community partners like CU Boulder have been taking measures to help curb the spread of COVID-19. Students are now playing an active role as well, offering peer-to-peer awareness and education about the pandemic to their fellow classmates. It's been a little over a week since remote online learning began for CU Boulder students, and public health orders took place for 18 to 22-year-olds in the city. With a plethora of information available out there, CU students are taking to social media to help share this important information with their peers.
We found that it was really time for students to engage in kind of peer-to-peer connection so that students are actually able to kind of get a better sense of their community and their surroundings, and maybe in which ways COVID has been affecting those people that are right next to them and right around them on campus.
The video campaign, produced by CU Student Body Government, features local business owners, members in the community,
and students, encouraging everyone to wear their face masks. Throughout the course of the pandemic, this group of students have served as an additional source for their fellow classmates to get information.
I wear my mask so I can spend Thanksgiving with my grandparents.
That engagement, again, is just really important so that we can actually form kind of a cohesive community. So there's no longer delineation among students versus the rest of the Boulder community, whereas the Boulder community consists of students.
Engagement with the community is not only taking place on campus. Many CU Boulder students, including Molly, are part of the city's Hill Revitalization Working Group.
I think it's always really important for us to remember that the students at CU are residents of our community as well, and they play a role in all of the things that happen in the city. And just like we always look for the voices of our community members in our city decisions, we also need those student voices.
CUSG specifically has really not only been working on kind of humanizing the student population to Boulder, but also in addressing, revealing, and working with a lot of the inequities that this pandemic has had on our own student population, the housing, the food, and the financial security.
Molly says the university's student body government will continue to work with local community partners to not only keep students informed, but to serve as a voice for students.
We look forward to working more with the city, with Boulder County Public Health, and with the university administration to address not only the pandemic, but the unfortunate circumstances that will arise from after this.
Thank you so much for joining us on this week's edition of Inside Boulder News. Stay tuned to Boulder Channel 8 for up-to-date information on coronavirus. Connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. Just go to boulderchannel8.com and click on subscribe. And be sure to check out the city's online newsroom for the latest city news. We'll see you next time.